Hello, hello. What's up, y'all? It's Jackie from Spice Pole and Aerial Fitness, and of course, Coakley the dog is here with me at all times. Those pandemic doggies are real clingy. But anywho, I am just reaching out because I know that you have been thinking about taking classes at Spice for a while. You've been on Instagram, you've been on YouTube, you've been on Facebook, you've asked a friend, you've thought about it, but you have not made that step to go ahead and do it. And I am just here to try to encourage you to go ahead and make that step. Go ahead and do this for yourself. And I always tell people nobody wants more people to take classes, more women, especially to take classes at Spice than me, right? This is what I do. This is my livelihood. This is my passion. This is my life's work. Spice is my life's work. So the more women that I can impact, then the better I feel going to sleep every day, right? But the bigger reason why I want you to go ahead and make this step is 100% for you and your transformation. Um, I understand that stepping into pole or aerial dance can be very scary, especially as an adult, right? I'm 37 years old. I've been doing pole over 10 years, aerial about 6 or 7 years. So I understand that there's a lot as an adult that comes along with entering into these activities. Let's just talk about pole. Let's just start with pole. I've been called everything you can think of when I tell people that I do pole dance. When I was exclusively doing pole dancing, I was actually working in the accounting field. And I never really told people that I did pole for a long time, but people knew that I worked out, and I would just tell them that I did yoga. And the reason why I did that was because I understand what comes along with taking pole dancing classes. People are going to call you a stripper. People are going to call you a whore. I've been called that one too. Um, People are going to question your character. And for a lot of us, we are professionals. We are moms. We are people that have a reputation to take care of out in our communities. And we don't want those types of terms being associated with the work that we're doing outside of the studio. So, and not that any of those things are bad things, right? But we recognize that they are sometimes they are they're difficult things for people to process. And so a lot of times people don't want to have conversations around it. They just want to slap a label on you and then throw you to the side. And we don't want that. That's not why we dance. That's not why we're encouraging you to dance. So when I tell you I understand it, I don't just do pole. I don't just own a studio. I have many other things that I do as well. And it was important for me at a time to protect my reputation, right? But eventually I got over that. I got over that because I just got tired of living a lie. I got tired of trying to, well, not even trying, not sharing this absolutely amazing workout that I found that changed my life. I got tired of hiding behind that. And so I eventually just started telling people that I do pole, and that's what it's been for the rest of my life. So, so I 100% get the hesitation around joining a class. But what I will say is that hesitation and actually making the step to take a class, to take that Spice Glow intro class, is actually a part of your journey. It's a huge part of your journey, because a lot of times that's what we have been doing our whole lives. We've been looking at other people for approval and for confirmation on what we should be doing in this life. And we look around at the life that we've created and we're miserable. We're not happy. We're not happy with the life we've created, but that's the thing. We didn't create our life. We let other people determine our destiny. And so taking a radical act like joining a pole or aerial dance class is kind of, for some of you, your first the very first thing you've ever done 100% for yourself. I don't care what somebody else thinks about it. I don't care if they like it. I like it. I'm interested in it, and I want to do it. So go ahead and just do it. Go ahead and just do it. I say all that to say, go ahead and just make the first step and sign up for class. You deserve it. You deserve to have something that is just for you. Yeah. Another one of the reasons why I believe that you should go ahead and sign up for class and stop hesitating is pole and aerial dance is really going to bring out your inner strength. And a lot of times I talk to students about why they want to join the studio. They're asking questions about the Spice Glow intro class. And I don't think I've explained Spice Glow intro class. I just threw it out there a while ago. Spice Glow is our 4-week intro to pole or lyra or silks class. They are not combined. They are separate entities. Pole, lyra, silks. If you have questions about those apparatuses, give us a call. That is our intro class. You're going to be in class with other people just like yourself. You're not going to be walking into a class where it's people that have been doing it for a while. No, you're going to be walking into class with brand new students who are just as nervous, who are just as afraid, who have all the same concerns as you do, which actually makes it a very comfortable experience, right? Well, as comfortable as it can be, right? It's still a workout. It's still something new. So there's going to be nerves there. But yeah, it is designed for women just like yourself that have never done this before, who think you're too big, too old, too tall, too small, too this, too that, too bop, 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 bop. Anything you think of for why you can't do it, we've thought of that, and I'm telling you right now, you can do it. Period. So, but let's get back to inner strength, right? It is such an amazing thing to accomplish what you thought you couldn't accomplish, right? In a fun setting. A lot of times we're developing our inner strength. We're actually working on our inner strength every day. Getting up out of the bed, going to work, taking care of your kids, taking care of your partner, doing your job, impacting your company, impacting your community, being a therapist to your friends, caring for your parents. All of those things require inner strength, right? But I don't think we often really take a step back because we're not able to really see those things necessarily to completion. It's just us doing. We're just constantly acting. Versus when you are taking a pole and aerial dance class, you've got a 4-week session. All of our skills-based classes are 4-week sessions. And the reason why we do that is because we believe that you can accomplish great things in 1 month. Yeah? Once a week, 1 month. You can make major progress just doing something once a week for 1 month. So when you first step into your class, your first intro class, you're going to see the movement. And for some of you, you're going to be like, I can't do this. I cannot do this. Your brain is literally like, I cannot do this. Why did you sign up for this class? I told you you were too old. You're too young. You're too tall. You're too big. You're too this. You're too that. Your brain is going to tell you all those things. Your body is going to react to those things. And this is why I tell people, this is why you have to pay. This is why you have to pay, right? And this is why you can't just pay for individual classes. You got to pay for the whole 4 weeks, because I want you to come into the studio and I want you to feel that fear. I want you to feel those nerves. I want you to feel like running away. And then I want you to come back next week. And then I want you to come back for the 3rd week. And I want you to come back for the 4th week. And what happens, the absolutely amazing thing that happens, and this is why I love teaching, because that very first day, I see this, I see that, right? And then as the 2nd week comes, it's like this. And then the 3rd week, it's like this. And the 4th week, it's like, the 4th week, I'm like, oh, y'all are turned up. So that is inner strength. It's fun. It's going to give you a good workout, but you get to see just what you're made of. This is the scariest thing some of y'all are doing in your life right now. It is terrifying. Coming in, you're wearing shorts. You ain't worn shorts since 1999. Your arms are out. It's cute girls over here. It's cute girls over there. It's a big mirror in front of you. The instructor's cute. You're just like, what am I doing here? And they want me to dance to this song. I'm confused. We get it. That's a part of the journey. That is a part of the journey. So you build so much inner strength. And what I always tell our students is to make sure you take that with you. So the next time you're at work and you have a project that you don't think you can accomplish, just take it one step at a time. Just make small steps in the right direction. And hopefully you know that you have proof that you have the inner strength to accomplish anything you put your mind to, because you saw that you could do it in Spice. I truly believe that. I believe that. And I'm not just saying that. I put this to practice myself all the time. But it's not about me. It's about y'all. So that's number 2, right? Inner strength. You definitely will find and tap into your inner strength at our studio in a fun way. And you'll be able to see what you accomplished at the end of your 4 weeks. Number 2 is that you're going to join a supportive community. Our values at Spice, and when I tell you I protect these values fiercely from the top down. Spice is not one of those companies that's like, oh, we slap a bunch of confidence and empowerment and self-love and all this stuff on our website, and then you come in the studio and it's a bunch of mean girls. No, indeed. I protect the energy of Spice fiercely. Fiercely. So our values are self-love, self-confidence, self-compassion. Those are the 3 things that I want all of our students to walk out of the studio with. This is not just about pole. This is not just about Lyra. It's not just about Silks, our 2 aerial apparatuses. This is about developing self-love, self-confidence, and self-compassion. If those 3 things are something that you're trying to figure out in your life right now, you need to be in the studio, period. Because those are 3 things that I had to develop in my life as an adult. I had to develop those things as an adult. And let me tell you, there is nothing better to help you create that in your life than a supportive community. Having a supportive community, let me tell you the things that we do not tolerate at Spice. You bad-mouthing your body. That's self-compassion. Bad-mouthing your body, bad-mouthing other people's bodies, gossiping, girl drama, all that stuff. We keep that stuff out of the studio because that is not where confidence, self-love, and self-compassion grows. Those types of things have to grow in a soft, positive environment. And you cannot fake it. You can't fake those things. It's got to be within you. If it's not within you, it's going to be an act, and people can smell you a million miles away. So when I tell you, all of our instructors, we get together, we've trained together, and all they hear me talk about, and all I talk about with them as much as possible, self-love, self-confidence, self-compassion. And it starts with them. It starts with them embodying it for themselves and being on that journey for themselves so that they can bring it honestly and truthfully to you in your class. And this isn't therapy, y'all. I'm not a therapist. Not a therapist. Yeah? I'm just a girl that believes in self-love, self-confidence, and self-compassion through pole and aerial dance. Yeah? So the community is supportive. I'm not talking about the mean girl groups that say that they're supportive. I'm talking about truly, this is what we do at Spice. So being around women that are uplifting each other completely goes against what we see the majority of the time in the media, on social media, on TV, even in some of our everyday experiences, right? We just kind of tolerate women. We don't really engage because it's like, oh, I know they're going to be messy, yada, yada. Not at Spice. Not at Spice. We don't do that. Yeah? So the community is so supportive. That love, and it just comes from the heart that you feel in class when somebody is like, yes, you did it. You did it. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of you. You can't beat that. And that for some of us, that's the only time anybody is telling us good job. That's the only space where somebody is telling us you're beautiful. That's the only space where somebody is acknowledging you by your name and saying, wow, you did such an amazing job today. Such an amazing job. Even though on the inside you feel like you did awful. Even though you looked around and you saw that other girls were able to get moves that you couldn't do, your instructor will still come to you and say, good job. Good job. They will support you even when you can't support yourself in that moment. They will support you. So yes, having a network like that, having a community like that is a real flex, as the youngins would say. It's a real flex. And a lot of times we discount that because we want to go somewhere that's cheaper, or we want to go somewhere that gives us more, or whatever. That right there is premium. And we hold the supportive community and the work that we do at Spice very near to our hearts. And that's not just coming from me, that's all the instructors too. The last thing I'm going to say is it builds. Taking a Spice Glow 4-week intro class is going to unleash your creativity. It is going to unleash your self-expression. And honestly, who cares, right? Who cares about self-expression? Who cares about creativity? I'm not an art teacher. Well, let's talk about it. Growing up, I had no sense of style. I had no sense of fashion for myself. My parents told me what to wear, and that's what I wore. My parents told me how to wear my hair. That's how I wore my hair. My parents told me what shoes to wear, what stores to shop at, and that's what I did, right? All the way through adulthood. And it wasn't until I was in like my mid-20s that I started questioning, like, why am I wearing my hair like this? I don't really even like wearing my hair like this. Why am I shopping at this store? I don't like this store. Why am I wearing these types of clothes? I don't like these types of clothes. I actually like these types of clothes, and so one example I can give you guys, a more concrete example, is when I decided to get locks. I got sister locks, right? Prior to that, I had just loose hair, right? Not locked hair. And when I went to get locks, my whole network, because I was working at the time, I was newly out of college. I had just gotten my career job. And so I was expected to look professional. And I did look professional, but I hated my hair. I did not like it at all. And I made it work, but I was looking for something different. But I was so nervous to do something different because I needed to look like a professional. And so finally I found Sister Locks. I decided to get Sister Locks. When I tell you, my family was like, don't do it. It's unprofessional. It's not, that's not how you advance in your career. Put some years under your belt before you do something like that. The answer was no, 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 no. And continued to be no. And I was so afraid to do what I wanted to do. And even though these people loved me and they wanted what was best for me, I was so afraid to do what I wanted to do. And then finally I got my locks. I've had these locks now for over 11 years. Love them. Love them. Nothing happened to my career. I was fine. Nobody died. Everything was fine. I love my hair. I love my hair. And by me taking a step into doing what I wanted to do with my hair, that led me into doing what I wanted to do in other areas of my life. Like starting a business, like traveling, basically determining what I want in this life, period. A lot of times people don't ask you what you want. A lot of times we don't ask of ourselves, what do we want? Because we're so worried about what everybody else wants. and what everybody else will be comfortable with, and what everybody else, when you unleash that creativity and your self-expression within the studio, it changes some things. I've seen students come in, they're like this. Then I start to see the outfits changing. I see the hair changing. They just become so fully enveloped in who they are. And that is a beautiful thing, guys. That's such a beautiful thing. So this isn't just creativity so we can walk away with some pole dancing tricks or, some cute moves on the silks. That's not what this is about. This is about you diving deep into understanding who you are and what you want in this life. So I just want to encourage you. I know that it's scary, right? Circling back to the beginning. I know that it's scary. I know that it's easy to say no, but I really hope that you take this time, watch this video after you watch this video, and say yes. Say yes. It's just for 1 month. It's not like we're asking you to sign a 1,000,000-year contract. It's just 1 month. Spice Go 4-week intro series. We've got pole, we've got lyra, we've got silks. They're all starting at the beginning of every month. So take a chance on yourself. Take a chance on us. And get signed up, get started. If you have any questions, you can always email us, info@spicepolefitness.com. You can go right on the website right now and sign up, spicepolefitness.com. Click the banner at the top that says new clients start here. Again, if you have any questions, reach out, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.